silence. Breathe slowly. You don't have to fight anymore. The silent battle inside you can end now. For years, you have been trying to manifest a new life. Affirmations, views, videos, books, but something inside. He remains restless. It's as if a part of you is always resisting, as if the subconscious did not want to cooperate. But what if I told you that? It's not a lack of effort. It's not impatience. It is not incapacity. It's just noise. And today, let's mute that noise. Not forcefully, but with presence. You're about to discover a 3-step technique that reconciles your conscious and subconscious mind. A technique that requires no effort, only surrender. And when that surrender happens, something magical begins to move. The body relaxes, the soul aligns, and the universe listens. Prepare yourself. Today you are not going to force anything. It will only unlock the natural channel of manifestation. But before you reveal the steps, take one more breath. Feel the silence within you. And if that video has already started to touch something deep inside, click like and subscribe to the channel. This sends a direct signal to the universe that you're ready to receive more. Now, surrender. Because the 3 steps to calm your subconscious. They will start now. Close your eyes for a moment if you can. Feel the space between thoughts. There, in that subtle space, lives the secret that you were never told. The mind that runs does not manifest. The mind that surrenders. Channel. The mind that fights. Repels. The mind that silences. Allows. You came into this world with a natural gift, to create realities from the frequency you emit. But over time, this frequency has been interfered with by noises that are not yours. Inherited fears, beliefs installed by other people's voices, memories of pain masked as self-protection. You are not the chaos you feel. You are the space where all this happens, and it can stop. When the mind is at war with itself, no desire manifests itself clearly. It's like screaming in a rough sea and waiting for the sound to reach the horizon. The technique you're going to learn today won't add anything. She will withdraw. It will disarm. It will dissolve what prevents your essence from flowing. But for that, first, you need to stop trying. Yes, that's right. Stop trying to change what you feel. Stop fighting discomfort. Stop running away from anxiety. Stop wanting to control every detail of the invisible, because what you call internal noise, it's just a request for attention. Every emotion that insists on appearing, it does not want to be fought. She wants to be heard. She wants to be welcomed. She wants to be freed. And here comes the first step. But I will not reveal it in a hurry, because it needs to be felt, not understood. Before, listen to this with an open heart. The subconscious mind is like a frightened child. She does not respond to shouts or commands. She responds to security. She responds to the loving presence. It responds to what is real. If you've been feeling blocks even after doing everything right, it is because I was trying to convince your mind instead of comforting it. And that's the difference between repeating a statement and embodying a certainty. Between wanting something with desperation and allowing it to come to you lightly. In the middle of this video, I want to offer you something special, a portal of compact wisdom, which reveals how to generate this state of inner permission in more depth. It's in the first pinned comment. Click there when you feel the call. Now, follow me. The first step is not physical, it is not mental, it is vibrational. But to access it, you need to remember something forgotten. You are already the field. You are already the frequency. You are already the bridge between the invisible and the manifest. Keep breathing, because the second step is on the verge of being born. But first, feel. Is your mind quieter now? This is no coincidence. This is the beginning of realignment. And in the end, in the third step, I'm going to reveal the most powerful key, the one that few know, the one that dissolves even the deepest noises. Stay with me, it's coming, the first key. It is not resisting. Don't fight thoughts. Don't try to silence your mind. Allow. To allow is not to agree. To allow is to give space, to make room for what is hectic. Move, so that what is compressed, expand, so that what is hidden can finally be seen. When you sit quietly and allow the mind to move without judgment, something subtle happens. The energy of resistance begins to dissolve. The subconscious mind, which for so long has been ignored, pushed, pressed, begins to trust again. She realizes that she no longer needs to defend herself. It realizes there's finally space for it to exist, and this is profoundly transformative. Because the subconscious mind does not transform itself with imposition, it transforms with openness. See? You are not just your thoughts. You are the space where they arise. And when that space becomes welcoming, the mind stops racing. It's like a frightened child who finally finds his lap. She relaxes. She lets go of her shoulders. She stops screaming. When you create this field of inner permission, the first step is complete. And then, the second begins to reveal itself. Imagine a lake. In its shallower waters, the wind creates small waves. But in the depths, everything is stillness. This is the metaphor of the second step. Breathing is the bridge. It takes you from the waves of the mind to the bottom of the being, but not just any breath, a living, conscious, unhurried breath. As you breathe in, imagine that you are welcoming life, not in a hurry, not in fear, with reverence. As you exhale, imagine that you are releasing the tensions, the memories, the controls. You don't have to manipulate your breathing, just feel. Let the air in naturally and leave effortlessly. This is not just a practice, it's a reminder of who you are. You are presence. You are the point of stillness within the chaos. You are the intelligence behind the breath. And the more you breathe consciously, the more the subconscious begins to mirror that state. He learns by the repetition of vibration, not by the repetition of words. Therefore, you can repeat 1,000 affirmations and not feel change. But a single moment of true presence reschedules more than a full week of effort. Because the subconscious mind reprograms itself with sentimento-calm, vibração.com, truth felt in the body. Now listen carefully. As you breathe, something happens in subtle layers. The old memories that were frozen start moving. They don't need to be understood, just felt and released. The problem is not in what you felt, it's in what you retained. You have retained pain. He held back fears. He withheld promises that were not his. He retained ideas that he is not enough. He is not worthy. He is not capable. All this can now be returned to the source. As you exhale, release these structures, not with força.com. Grace. Visualize. With each exhalation, a dark mist comes out of you and dissolves into the light that envelops everything. You're clearing the channel. And when the channel is clean, the third step may finally emerge. But first, feel what's moving in you. Feel the subtle lightness that begins to emerge. Maybe there's still noise. Okay, the noise doesn't have to go away. You just have to not identify with it. When you observe without getting confused, what is false begins to dissolve. And now, the third step, the most powerful, the quietest, which activates the field of true manifestation. Conscious silence. It is not the silence of those who flee from the world. It is the silence of those who are completely present. Right now, take your attention to heart, not to the physical organ, to the subtle center, the space where you feel speechless, where you intuit, even without knowing how. There is the vibrational command point of your reality. It is not the rational mind that manifests. It's the vibration of the heart aligned with your inner truth. And when you silence and rest there, a frequency begins to be emitted, a pure frequency without noise, without distortion, without despair. This is the language of the universe, the A. Heart does not ask. He recognizes it. He does not beg. He affirms with presence. So, sit in that silence now. Imagine a warm light in the center of the chest. It pulsates suavement. Calm each breath, it expands. And with each expansion, it sends a signal to the universe. I'm ready. I'm available. I am what I choose to manifest. Nothing more needs to be said. In that silence, the subconscious begins to trust. And when you trust, he collaborates. And when it collaborates, the manifestation becomes inevitable. You don't have to convince the universe. You just need to vibrate at the frequency of permission. And that's what you're doing right now. Breathe, allow, feel, surrender. These are the 3 steps manifested not in theory, but in your own inner state at this very moment. And if something inside you wants to deepen this dive, there is a link in the first pinned comment. There is an extension of that wisdom, not to give you more information, but to activate what is already living in you. Click when you feel the call, but only if you want to take it deeper. Now stay in this state for a few more moments. You can come back to this video whenever you need to. He is an anchor, a memory, an energy field that communicates beyond words, and whenever the mind wants to return to the fight, remember, you don't have to struggle to create. You just have to trust to allow it. Life responds to your vibration, not to your force. Everything you seek is already moving towards you in the rhythm of your surrender. And in the end, when everything quiets down, what is left is the essential. The being and the being manifest. You're coming back now, but not how it got in. Subtly, something changed. And you may not be able to name it yet, but he did. Because that's what the truth does. It doesn't need to impose itself. She just plays, and it wakes up. You are not what you think. You are not what you feel. You are the one who realizes all this with silence and love. When this recognition happens, reality begins to bend before your vibration. The outside world, which once seemed random, challenging, distant, becomes a cleaner reflection of what you're holding inside. And the more you sustain yourself in this state, the more natural it becomes to live in peace with your own mind. Notice, it's not that thoughts disappear, they just lose dominance. They cease to be chains, and they saw passing clouds. You observe, you breathe, you feel it, and it continues. It is at this point that the manifestation no longer comes with effort. It comes with synchronicity. The right people start to appear. Ideas become clear. The doors that seemed locked open, without you having to break into any, because now you are in a state of pure emission. No noise, no interference, without begging, just being, and the being in clean frequency. He creates, by attraction and not by demand. Maybe you've been looking for so long that you even forgot that you were closer than you imagined. It wasn't about doing more. It was about removing what prevented you from being. This is the secret that many ignore. And maybe you have also ignored it for a while, but not anymore. You saw it. You felt it. You remembered. The subconscious mind is not your enemy. She is your guardian. It holds the emotions you've tried to forget. It keeps the stories that you didn't know how to close. It stores the images you absorbed when you were vulnerable. But she also keeps the bridge to the invisible. It is the portal through which the universal field works in you. It is the land where the seeds of intention are planted, and if you take care of this land with presence, the harvest comes at the right time, in the exact form. Calming the subconscious is not about shutting it up. It's about hearing it from a deeper place. It's about translating fear into care, pain into wisdom, the doubt in delivery. You've done it now, and you can continue to do so. There is no need to rush anymore, nor complicated formulas, nor to jump from technique to technique like someone jumping in shallow water. The depth is here, in simplicity, permission, presence, silence. These are the eternal keys. They do not change with spiritual fashion. They do not wear out over time. They do not ask for approval. They just work, because they are aligned with the structure of the universe itself. And when you live by them, the universe recognizes your vibration as a true signature. You don't have to prove anything anymore, you just need to remember, and keep remembering. Every breath is an invitation. Every moment of awareness is a step. And if you forget, if the noise comes back, don't blame yourself. Don't be discouraged. Don't start over as someone who made a mistake. Just resume as, if awakening from a sanho, calm, leveza.com, ternura, calm, a silent smile of someone who knows the path is already traced, on the inside. And on this path, you are not alone. There is an intelligence guiding you. There are subtle forces responding to you. There are invisible presences supporting you. But it all begins with its inner silence. Not that tax, but the one welcomed. Because when you quiet down, the universe comes closer. And when you listen, he responds. And when you vibrate, it mirrors. Today, you have learned not a technique, but a way of being. And that's what changes everything. Calming the subconscious is not a destiny. It is a vibrational habit. It is a daily practice of love for oneself and of trust in the invisible. Remember this: what do you want is already forming. Behind the scenes of reality, the field is organizing itself around your frequency. You just need to keep emitting with purity. And if you want to deepen that state, there is a light waiting for you in the first pinned comment. A direct access point to the vibration of creation. Click there when you feel it's time. Now, breathe one more time. Feel your body. Feel the space around. Feel the living presence that surrounds you at this very moment. Your home. You are present. You are free. And if this video touched your spirits, let the universe know. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and keep that frequency vibrating around you. Because the more you vibrate, the more the invisible manifests itself, and the more you silence. But everything starts to make sense. Now, let the sound of silence guide you. The portal is already open. And if something has awakened inside you today, comment below. I allow it. This simple statement seals your choice before the universe and opens up the flow of manifestation even more. See you in the next video.